JNails and DontKno versus FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat in under 2000 section semifinals. Winner of this will progress to the finals, where they will play against Nigerian Demon and Kirika Chess Champ. I have as co-commentator in the call with me Tainted Streetlight, who played in the earlier match, and he would while we wait for the match to start, to talk a little bit about what he felt about the match before. So go ahead.
Yeah. So I was just saying, I think there was a little bit of psychology going on too, because we didn't get a good warm up. I think that hurt us because we started off very weak and then we finished a lot stronger. But I've actually played Nigerian Demon on Lee Chess, so I'm Row Your Boat Mofo on Lee Chess, and I've played him like 50 times or so, and I've won like 3 games. So going into
this is at Crazy House, I assume.
Yeah, Crazy House.
What's your Crazy House rating?
So Blunderman and I are both about 2100, and our 2 opponents were both about 2200.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a good game. I think if we had played a little stronger, it would have been closer. But they're strong players.
Yeah, it was a great series. So were you guys on a voice call?
Yeah, we were, and figuring out in the end that our opponents weren't, probably should have played a little better.
Well, they actually were in a voice call this time. They said they were on WhatsApp, but their last match they were not on a voice call. So the match that we're covering has started, and we're watching UkDaGoat and FlorenceGirl versus DontKno and JNails. OKZH, you can see from the title of my stream who the players are. Are you watching the games, co-commentator here?
Yeah, I'm following.
Cool. Yeah, so you can talk about it for a second while I set up the prediction.
So I've actually played DontKno, and I've played this duo a fair bit. So I would say they have at least decent chances. I wouldn't write them off even by rating. They're pretty solid.
I've actually played DontKno and JNails a lot in the random pool because they are close enough to my rating that when I'm at like 2200, like I match against them a lot. I've never played FlorenceGirl, and I've played UkDaGoat a few times. So JNails and DontKno are definitely tough ops. So my impression is DontKno is very, very fast and can be tricky.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Tactically pretty good. I think he's a good attacking player, but I don't know these other 2 players. I feel like they're a bit of a wild card. I don't know if they have crazy house history or something like that. I just don't know them.
That's a great question. If OKZH jumps into the call, then he can maybe tell us about their crazy house history. UkDaGoat asks what your Lee Chess is, Tainted Streetlight, which he said before, but maybe you can repeat for him.
Oh yeah, it's Row Your Boat Mofo.
Row Your Boat Mofo.
Yeah, very family friendly name.
So we are watching the first game of the match here, and it is best of 16, which means that it's the first team to 9, and they have to win by 2 games. It looks like a rook would mate for FlorenceGirl, or another knight would mate also. That's a decent move. Now could play bishop at g2, potentially. Also could play queen takes h4 and just grab that bishop. I think if I were him, I would play bishop at g2 first, and then queen takes bishop. And just sort of keep the mate in net. He could have taken that bishop because his knight covers c5. So I still like bishop at g2 for FlorenceGirl. Afterwards, a knight would mate, although there's no knights on the board. But now can play queen takes g4, or could take the rook and threaten some sneaky mates.
This is so scary. I don't see how.
I like that queen move. That's so if pawn takes knight, then queen takes is gonna lead to mate. It's a very nice queen move. Nice find. the FlorenceGirl. And UkDaGoat is still attacking, feed in. He could have forced the queen instead of the rook with knight takes h7, which would have discovered the bishop attack on the queen. But like his partner already has one queen, so maybe. Or, oh, he just took that queen. Okay. Yeah. So
if you count the pieces,
this is just annihilation.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a struggle.
So my impression of DontKno in general and JNails is they both play more for time, and tend to be more sack sitters. Whereas I think UkDaGoat and FlorenceGirl will play more solid in general. So I would expect to see the DontKno team up time, but I would expect to see them down on pieces. So we'll see how it works out in the end.
Yeah, I think we demonstrated in our game that the time is not enough. Our opponents were just so strong at chess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, time is not everything. Although FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat are keeping up on time, they're ahead on time. Maybe my prediction is totally wrong there.
This looks much more equal.
OKZH says he's having dinner and can jump in later. Okay. And OKZH says this is another dynamic of chess players against bug players. The bug players in this matchup are DontKno and JNails for sure. They are in the random pool all the time. So FlorenceGirl again has a very good attack. I like pawn at e2 because, actually bishop at c4 I like even better. Bishop at c4 because after that you have bishop takes knight. And this is like the same sort of idea of attacking and defend at the same time, but not as fast because the knight is in the way right now. This is a decent move too because it defends the knight. And FlorenceGirl, okay, so FlorenceGirl has mate with knight e2. She's using a new knight rather than an existing one, but got the job done. And the score is now 2-0, favoring FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat. I don't like that move. I would have liked pawn at d5 a little better. So this forces trades, but you lose a pawn in the process. We see a sack. It's a reasonable sack with the queens off the board. And if he takes back, then knight at g5 is pretty strong. Now a queen would probably be maiden, but I don't see a queen coming. A rook would be quite good. Even pawn checks. I like this pawn check. Now I would swing the bishop into f4 while you have a chance. And then, okay, this is reasonable. So start dropping pawns. Sadly, did not get the bishop involved. Now playing bishop f4. And this bishop move is great also because it lets the rook get involved as well. So you want to use your existing pieces whenever possible. Now we can move the bishop to d6. This seems like a good move to me. The knight guards f2, so this bishop at b6 move should not be too worrying. Getting the rook involved first. That's good defensively. I still like the bishop move. I'm going to use the pawn, I guess, to keep the bishop back for defense. Okay. And this is pretty decent. So here we could possibly see bishop takes knight, and then hopefully his partner can get a rook. His partner trying to force a queen. And if those queens trade, that would be quite good. Bishop at a6 followed by queen at d8 would be mate. We don't see either a bishop or a queen in hand yet, but they are up about 2 seconds. And even without that, it looks like pawn at b7, king takes pawn, new knight at c5, bishop takes knight, knight takes knight, and that's a pretty crushing attack. Like a pawn, like 2 pawns are pretty crushing. And if he tries to move king up after that, we have knight takes d7. So yeah, I like bishop at a6. It's better than just putting on b7 because you get an additional thing and gain some time. Bishop takes pawn here. or is he waiting for the rook? I don't think the rook's going to come. His partner's still going for it, but they are down time at this point. I really like bishop takes pawn, followed by knight at c5.
It looks like the two chess players are talking in chat, or they're not talking in voice chat.
Yeah, that's definitely a mistake in my opinion. Okay. That's not the place to put the knight. The knight should have gone on c5. So now he's basically wasted a piece. Knight takes bishop. Definitely knight takes bishop. Ooh, that's another mistake. He has another chance. Bring the knight back again, and then take the bishop. Partner trying to get a rook, but the rook doesn't really do anything. Now queen takes knight. Defensively, ooh, I don't like that. That gets this bishop more into the game.
Ouch.
And UkDaGoat has won on his board. So basically, DontKno was trying too hard to win pieces for his partner's attack, and his partner squandered his attack. So there are sacks on the FlorenceGirl board. So a knight would be quite good for FlorenceGirl, but FlorenceGirl does not get the knight. I like knight takes knight defensively. Knight takes d8, and that is what is played because the knight now defends f7. So JNails has an opportunity to defend here. Don't know whether he will. This is more
Queen
of an
cherry
attack.
looks questionable.
Yeah, no, a knight would be devastating if FlorenceGirl got a knight, but I don't think that's going to happen. If FlorenceGirl's attacking on the light squares instead, it's reasonable. FlorenceGirl can pick up some pieces here. FlorenceGirl can take like 8 knights if she ever wants to. But I think UkDaGoat would rather have pawns for his attack. Pawn at e6 is quite good, or bishop at d5. UkDaGoat shed in some pieces there. Now letting this queen get active was not good. Queen takes knight is an option. And we're going to see it, followed by probably knight at f7. This is going to be lights out. Queen at d8, followed by moving the knight to e5 is mate. Knight e5, checkmate. Why is he not playing it? Knight e5. That's not a good move. Still knight e5, possibility. Yeah, now the pawn mates. Pawn at f8 is mate, but DontKno is up. DontKno is up time, so FlorenceGirl has to move. Made it in 1. So DontKno and JNails are now on the board. Our score is now 3-1. Yes, 1800 strike. This is the Bug House Under 2000 semifinals. So the winner of this match will progress to the finals, and the other team in the finals has already been decided as of about an hour ago.
Time was definitely a factor in that one. It looked like our favored speedsters did manage to keep a little bit of an advantage there.
1800 strength. The winners of the other finals were Kira Chess Champ and Nigerian Demon. And in the commentary booth, we have the challengers of that team before. We have Tainted Streetlight. Sorry, Kireka Chess Champ. My bad. I think FlorenceGirl is much better defended here. UkDaGoat is on the attack, but doesn't really have much of an attack, honestly. DontKno doing a pretty good job defending.
Wonderful to see a little bit of a momentum shift here.
So JNails definitely identified the weak square, which was G7. I'm going to attack on that. So UkDaGoat is losing a few pawns, but really getting in on DontKno. UkDaGoat needs more pawns to continue his attack, or more diagonals in general. Bishop would be quite good. Bishop at e4. But he doesn't have the bishop in hand. The queen trade definitely does not favor him and his partner at this point. JNails is much safer than FlorenceGirl.
Just wondering if an idea like at h6 on JNails' board. Maybe
so this pin is on the F file is very important because now rook at d8 or queen at d8 would mate. Rook at d8 would be quite good. He's taking the rook. We're going to see rook at d8.
And then a knight. Is there a knight?
Yeah, a knight. He has a knight in hand, so knight at g5 is checkmate. But let's look at the time.
Oh, insane.
Why did he move? FlorenceGirl was up time. She should not have moved. UkDaGoat had checkmate in 1.
I bet this was because of the chat. They couldn't communicate fast enough.
Yeah, so that was a swindle for sure. That was just lack of communication.
Wow, that was an exciting finish.
Yeah, the OKZHS, what was the mate? On the other board, you could have just moved one of the queens up, and that was checkmate in 1. Our score is now 3-2, favoring FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat, and really, it ought to be 4-1 at this point.
I'd sack that queen on DontKno's board. Yeah, there we go.
JNails has a very good attack here. Instead of putting the pawn on e7, maybe this works out anyway. I don't think that was the right place for the rook. The problem is JNails now needs pieces. And since JNails is going to have to lose a bunch if he doesn't get pieces. He would like to get like a pawn and a knight or a pawn and a rook. So UkDaGoat is up time. That is mate.
Yeah,
mate in 1 on the UkDaGoat board. Nice find. Exploiting the pin of the bishop.
Strong move.
So our
4-2?
Yes, our score right now is 4-2. I hope you all got some predictions in. Let's check the prediction market to see how that's going. Wow. Okay. So no points will be changing hands because all of the points were bet on FlorenceGirl UkDaGoat. And the submissions is closed for the prediction market. So if you guys had been more on the ball, you could have bet like 1 bit on the opposing team and had great odds. DontKno, just hung a bishop. Okay, now bishop would be quite good for DontKno. Bishop at h3. using the pawn instead. Now a rook mates, rook at h1. A knight is also good, but not maiden. A knight would pick up a queen. Knight at f3 picks up a queen, but the rook mates. And DontKno is up about 1 second, and I think he's the type of player who will wait for it. FlorenceGirl wisely retreats the knight, and that piece is not going to come. FlorenceGirl is now up time. Question is, will they move soon or will they sit it all the way down? Because this knight on g4 doesn't really have any place to move.
I always feel like in positions like this, when you're doing fairly well on both boards, it's so risky to wait it all the way down.
It's definitely risky. The question you have to ask is which team is faster, and my answer is always I am slower, which is bad for me. Okay, so now even a pawn is very good for DontKno. Pawn at f2, pawn at g2. Now we could see bishop takes knight even, or he could wait for a pawn. Yeah, and he's just going to keep moving. Now rook down. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Rook down was quite good.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, okay. Thank you for jumping in. Good to have you here.
Uh-oh, rook mates.
Hey, we have Swole, we have Naveen in the call.
Are there any games tomorrow for the BWC?
There are not games tomorrow. The open section, both games are on Monday, and they're back to back.
Rook still mates. Ooh.
FlorenceGirl trying to mate without the rook.
Good moves from FlorenceGirl. Rook still mates.
Rook no longer mates because bishop takes rook.
Oh yeah, bishop takes. Sorry, yeah. Ooh, good defense.
Chuck, are you going to be streaming tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna play it by ear tomorrow. Probably not, but it's possible.
Actually, impressive play, to be honest.
This is gonna come down to a time scramble. Because I don't think checkmate is gonna happen on either board.
Well, JNails just needs a rook, right, for a while. Maybe not anymore.
I think it's just going to come down to a time scramble. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Bishop at g5. Pretty crushing. Knight at wins. Not knight there. Knight at d4 would have won.
Oh, man. This is some interesting pre-move technique. All right.
Yeah, and that did come down to time like I thought. Although he could have made it. So UkDaGoat made him one. So this is the second time the UkDaGoat team has missed an easy mate. So the score is now 4-3 favoring the UkDaGoat team. But the score really should be 6-1 if they had gotten both of those mates.
I think that math might be a little off.
Why would the math be off?
No. Never mind.
You're talking to a mathematics major here. I mean,
nice.
And besides, we have Swole in the call to check my math. So.
Oh gosh, yeah, you don't want that to happen. All right, so I like UkDaGoat's position. He seems to have a lot of pieces near DontKnow's king.
Yeah, I honestly I think they're both relatively safe.
They're both doing nicely here.
Oh, that's a nice move though. That's pretty
nice
sick.
move.
Bishop takes bishop doesn't work because a knight takes f6.
Yeah, this is looking like a smother mate.
And it picks up the queen, free queen.
Knight takes g2. Ooh, king d2.
Now attacks coming over on this other board.
Yeah, I would. I'm a greedy guy. I would have moved to f1 to try to eat that knight, but it seems reasonable too.
I think JNails is getting mated though, probably.
Not yet.
There's no real check.
Well, now he's.
What? Oh yeah. Run. Just run away. Yeah, he's walked into it. He's walked into bishop takes f6. But he was up time. I mean, he's still
Bishop
up time. He's
takes
still up
f6
8-7.
Queen
is
mates. Force the queen. Force the queen.
is fine though. He can still wiggle out of this.
All right, rook mates. Oh no, gave it up.
But yeah, so basically, UkDaGoat can sit, and I think FlorenceGirl can just win this at chess because bishop takes bishop and queen f3 is mate. Oh, but doesn't have. Yeah, okay, he can defend. Ooh, that's
Now
nice
a knight
defense.
is really good for JNails. Knight at c6.
Oh yeah, knight at c6. That's gorgeous. It's not quite mate, but it is quite gorgeous.
JNails, yeah, I was gonna say you can defend, and that is the
Just
way to
defend.
defend. Knight takes, bishop takes
Yeah.
pawn, reasonable. Okay, now
Run,
another
run.
knight is crushing. Knight at b5, but he's gonna defend at this point. It was a very reasonable move.
So queen, good defensive move as well as attacking.
Okay, so knight is still crushing for JNails, but this time it would go at c6.
Oof. Don't know. He's not living through this, is he? No, mate. Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
The queen's pinned.
The queen is pinned.
Ooh. Sneaky.
So FlorenceGirl is saying rook mates her.
Yeah, and there's the mate. That's why.
Whereas,
Rook takes,
Oh.
queen takes.
oof. It's not mates her. Mates for her. Yeah. So they pull ahead again, 5-3 to FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat.
Yeah, Blunderman asks, what's the result? Right now we're at 5-3, favoring FlorenceGirl and UkDaGoat. In the commentary booth with me, I have OKZH, Swole19, Tainted Streetlight, Naveen, who is muted, and Just Sit. I'm not sure who Just Sit is, but
JNails in trouble here. Can just withdraw the knight even.
yeah,
wanted
well
to.
then the bishop hangs.
Oh, that's true. Missed that.
Oh, could you play like bishop at f5 to try and take the c2? I guess you could take the c2 pawn with the queen, but provides more protection to the light squares. Bishop at f5 on the Florence JNails board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's losing
nice
that
move.
bishop anyway, so he's taking that. I would have played pawn at d5, but this is reasonable too.
So yeah, bishop f5 came with tempo. That was the power of that.
So queen
Oh,
can
he
just
doesn't
take
have
that
that.
for free, but he didn't notice that.
No, it's much better taking it with tempo. Yeah.
So might as well eat this c2 pawn. I guess this knight falls though. So maybe pawn at b5. Okay, he's gonna try to promote a pawn. Yeah, this is why he should have taken c2 with the queen instead of the bishop, and then could defend
It
c3.
reinforces. Yeah.
Now a knight at d2 is quite good.
That looks nasty.
He did not find knight at d2.
Oh.
And now that this bishop has moved away, this knight move is quite strong. It
This is
probably mates,
almost mate.
actually.
Almost mate.
Honestly, yeah, he's got to shift over. He could drop pawn at... Okay,
Pawn
I
at
don't...
d6 first. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
like pawn at d6 first. This trades the
takes.
queens, but doesn't mate. But these squares are quite weak, so can drop a few pawns, probably leads to mate.
Pawn at queen. Yeah, chaining queens probably helps. So if queens are coming back. Queens are coming back. If his pawn
Yeah,
is quick.
that's mate in one.
Nice.
Wow.
So 6-3 to FlorenceGirl.
That was a sharp game.
Yeah, Blunderman 1. Tainted retiring from active play, moving to commentary. Maybe.
I'm never playing again. I'm like a Kasparov.
So a very chessy looking game in the UkDaGoat game. but it's about to get interesting.
Well, the FlorenceGirl game is more interesting because
Yeah,
that king
that's
is
the
running.
bunkhouse game.
But I don't like the way FlorenceGirl is kind of hanging pieces. If you're going to drop a bishop, might as well drop it further away and make them stick something in there and then take it. So at least you get a pawn for that.
Yes.
That knight was hanging.
That was a free night.
So like,
Yeah, this is a difference. This is a difference between chess players and between strong chess players and not strong chess players. Is not strong chess players just hang pieces without realizing it. And I'm talking about myself, by the way.
I thought FlorenceGirl UkDaGoat was the chess team though. So why
That's
is
true, I
FlorenceGirl
know.
hanging pieces?
Quite surprising. But when I say strong, I mean like GM level.
I mean, honestly, the question is, who is fishier, the person who hangs a piece or the opponent who doesn't take the hung
Who
piece?
doesn't notice it? Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? It really.
Because people often think, what makes a grandmaster, right? And I was just thinking the last couple of days, what makes them a grandmaster is they just almost never hang pieces. Whereas mere mortals, it is really that simple. I mean, a lot of the time,
I don't think there's a difference between a grandmaster and not grandmaster, but that's definitely the difference between like
a good player and a bad player.
I would say like a 1300 and a 1700. The difference is like hanging pieces, and the difference between like a 1700 and a 2000, like at chess at least, is going to be just seeing tactics.
Yeah.
But thanks for the follow
That's
from
fair.
Palador. Really appreciate it.
Look at Chuck with the chess insights when he doesn't play chess.
Oh, so amusing thing I found out last night. I haven't been able to talk in the Chess TV chat for like 2 or 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks at this point, which hurts me a lot when I'm doing puzzle battles because I would like to drop the link where people can battle me. And I had the developers look into why can't I do it because I thought it was spam at first, but I haven't been flagged for spamming. So they checked, and it's because they changed the code, and their assumption is anyone who comments a lot in Chess TV and has never played a single chess game must be a spammer. And their logic is wrong in my case. So they're going to have to change the code to accommodate that.
That's pretty funny. Oh, that's great.
This defense looks like it's crumbling for DontKno.
Oh, DontKno can just go queen takes knight, and he's fine. Queen takes knight.
Yeah, I mean it's a queen trade, but UkDaGoat gets it with tempo. The problem is that a queen is really good for FlorenceGirl.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, we can't. No, that's mate. Mate in one. JNails has mate. Queen takes
Where's the
c2.
mate?
Queen takes c2.
Oh, he's not gonna see it.
He didn't see queen takes c2. Mate in one.
Oh, I didn't see it either.
The chat is great too.
That's the GM skills there.
FlorenceGirl says, "I mated," and then wow, he didn't see.
Wow, you didn't see.
Really? Maybe I must have
relaxed.
FlorenceGirl blocked because I did not see that in the chat. No, I don't have her blocked. That's weird. Maybe she has me blocked. More likely, I guess.
It's a time scramble.
Oh my gosh.
It's a scramble, and DontKno is probably
Take that.
in trouble.
FlorenceGirl has a lot more time. This is like a 10-second differential. If this really comes down to it. And UkDaGoat is just taking all the pieces. Oh, that queen's going to leave a mark, though. He's putting 2 queens on the board.
Yeah,
Well, it's very even. It's only 7 seconds, but there's a mate maybe incoming on the other board. FlorenceGirl has 5 seconds. Can find
Not
mates?
there.
Engage one.
It must be.
Yeah, he had
with 1 second. Yes.
Too many queens.
Too many queens. There's never enough queens.
But that was a real comeback because JNails missed checkmate in 1 and then was mated. Icy Stun says that's hilarious. I'm not sure whether he's referring to the mate or the fact that I can't talk in Chess TV. Both hilarious.
They are both hilarious.
Bishop takes pawn is interesting for UkDaGoat, and he does it.
Yeah.
There's a queen.
Oh well, I would have
Oh.
traded the queens and got in the rooks
trade the
active.
queen. Yeah, it's tempting.
Listen, he saw a free pawn. Chuck, I'm sure Chuck approves.
And partner is
I can't
safe,
argue with
so
that.
yeah.
Maybe that's the difference between like a crazy house player and a chess player.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like that's so automatic.
Put in a pin.
I mean, at some
So
point he'll have knights.
FlorenceGirl should play knight at h3 and then bishop takes knight, because then the queen would mate. Bishop takes knight.
Nice.
Rook takes was a very nice move, threatening the pawn promotion.
So rook mates.
Knight at c8. Knight at c8. Knight at c8 still good.
Looking at queen takes g7 on the DontKno UkDaGoat.
So-
Don't like that move.
Oh, hanging pieces again. It wins a queen though. That's a good hang. I think FlorenceGirl has mastered the art
If
of
you're gonna hang a piece, might as well
hanging piece
take.
as well. You know, just an impressive. He just bishop takes queen. Nice.
Yeah, but I think FlorenceGirl wants more. FlorenceGirl wants the king. So it's looking
King
to.
is running. There's no catching that king. King goes d2 c1.
Yeah, but she can develop some pieces first.
They should take. Take that queen and then sack the queen on g7.
Yeah, now there's mate with the queen on e2.
No, the bishop covers.
Bishop
Oh, the
covers.
bishop covers. Yeah, sorry, bishops go backwards. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
This is my.
I think that's also a difference between GMs and non-GMs. GMs
Yeah.
can see when pieces go backwards.
Yeah, they can see when pieces hang. Yeah.
So he can't take this as a poison pawn. It would lead to mate
Nice.
with a
Well,
knight
quite
check.
smart not taking it.
No, that mates. That's it.
Oh,
Yep,
and
found it right
that's a
away.
nice queen sack. That queen sack works with knight at h5.
It does indeed work.
With what's the finish?
I thought there was a finish. Maybe there's not.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Oops.
Oh, there's mate here. There's mate
Rook
with.
at G1. Rook at G1 mates.
Or no. Actually, knight can't take because knight is pinned, so it doesn't work.
Queen at G1.
It works. though.
No, it doesn't work because the knight is pinned by the bishop.
Wow.
But you
What a
don't need to.
comeback.
You don't need to move it, do you?
I thought you did. I thought your idea was knight takes, then new knight in.
Oh, I thought he had two majors.
Oh yeah, you're right. With two majors, it works.
Majors. Oh man, Chuck, that just makes me want to play bridge.
I've had several bridge offers recently. Firefly last night said, "Hey, stop doing this puzzle rush. We should partner." And I was like, "Okay, I'm ready to play Bughouse." He's like,
So what's the
"What
resignation
Bughouse?
of
I'm talking
mistake
about bridge."
So what actually happened last game? I'm very confused. Did they mistakenly resign?
No, it was a smother mate.
No, because
FlorenceGirl got smothered.
I didn't see the result either last game. I was focused on the left board, and I think it happened on the right board.
I'm not sure. Somehow the king had two rooks on b8 and d8, and the king was in between, and then the knight came to e7.
Milk Crate says, "Is this game based on the Netflix show?" Are you talking about chess? Is chess based on the Netflix show?
It's the same joke in my buddy Martin's stream.
Okay.
Oh my god, milk crates. You gotta pick a new joke, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, go with what works.
I see the mate now. Yeah. So I was just focusing on the other board. And just
Oh my god, they've even got Firefly using the term doubles. Feels bad.
I don't
Where?
like doubles. I think
Where
it's
though?
bad.
I use doubles GIF, but I'd never call it doubles. I mean, when you said like as a thumbnail on YouTube, I have an image of people playing doubles tennis because I think it's a very nice visual of what Bughouse is, but I would never call it doubles.
Yeah.
This is match.
Apparently, it was actually called doubles in South Africa. Until I talked to
8-4.
South Africans, I've never heard anyone who'd called Bughouse doubles before chess.com.
Is doubles is Bughouse big in South Africa?
I don't know if it's big in South Africa, but it's called doubles there, apparently.
So where is Zixon chatting?
Oh, Zizon Firefly was in the Twitch chat.
Oh, nice.
Look at DontKnow's board and tell me that he's not turtling here.
That's definitely a turtle. Any of
It's
you who are
beautiful.
Joe Bruin subscribers can put your turtle emotes in the chat.
Is he still playing Among Us? He's been streaming for a while.
Yeah, Vila recently started streaming, and he says he's speedrun into affiliate because he has 200 viewers last I checked.
Knight C7 is nice. The JNails?
Oh, I would have gone for the queen rather than eating that rook.
Well, he's going for the queen now.
Yeah, he's bishop E7, but
Yeah, but he really wants pawns. Like a pawn and a rook would be quite good. Then he could do things with initiative.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, is there mate? There's mate. Here's mate. Smother mate.
Ouch.
No, well, he missed smother mate. That was smother mate.
Everyone's missing
It's not
mate.
smother. There's no smother. Queen defense.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Queen defense. My bad. My bad.
His attack is too slow.
So yeah, FlorenceGirl did better than I would.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking 2 knights.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
well,
but knight guards F6.
Knight defends F6. Yeah. Queen takes knight. Queen takes knight.
Queen takes
No,
knight.
then
Could be then the smother mate happens.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky position. I'll draw might have. Oh, okay, not anymore.
What? Did he just hang everything?
JNails is much safer now.
Okay, he wants the queen. Oh, that rook came. What's the rook mating? Almost.
Gotta be careful here,
JNails would like probably a pawn or bishop to put on G2. Or you could go all out with. Oh yeah, okay. This is good because it wins the queen in the process. Knight takes queen,
and the queen is coming off the board, or can be forced here.
Yeah, and now diagonals are quite good. A bishop mates. Okay, now pawn plus bishop mates.
A time, they're too far down time.
Take with rook. Oh, okay. Move the bishop. Move the bishop check.
Yeah, get the check.
Check. But then what?
Yeah, but they're too far down time. This time is going to determine this game.
It's only 3 seconds.
3 seconds is an eternity.
This might be a sitting moment. He's gone for it.
Ouch. Oh.
Queen still mates if you can get it.
Promote. Oh my gosh.
He should sit now. Should wait for the pieces.
Yeah, now the time is pretty even.
Maybe at E3 on DontKnow's board.
At E3? What are you saying? Pawn at E3?
Well, I was waiting for the rook. Just trying to get the rook. It's questionable now. Now he has it. He can get it. But now it's bad. Now it's really bad.
Yeah, this is going to be mate for sure.
Oh, no. Nice finish.
Oof.
Oh, I think knight should have gone on the other side, but I guess it still works. Yeah, this still works.
Sit.
Mate
sit,
one.
Sit, and then can.
Oh my god! Look how fast.
You made here with all these pieces. Can you mate or flag? Mate or flag?
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
This has to be mate.
Mate or flag?
Oh, beautiful! Oh my god! Wow.
That sounded a little not family friendly there for a second.
8-5. We could be in for a comeback here.
Man, what a game!
The Firefly, sure, we'd love to have you on Discord.
Yeah,
we are in the house.
Stalking you guys. Sorry.
We're in the house party channel, so anyone who wants to join us can feel free.
6 on is in. Hi there.
Hello, guys. How's everyone doing? It's an interesting match. This.
Good.
Yeah.
Chuck Moulton is streaming this. Oh, you've been watching? So yeah, of course. So. Yeah.
Yeah. I was on Twitch earlier.
Yeah. Yes, this is a semi-final. We saw a Nigerian and Ugandan partnership also getting to the to the finals earlier today, and so like the winner of this will face him in the finals with the under 2000s.
That Nigerian team is so strong, or the Uganda, the African team.
Our score right now is 8-5, by the way. So if UkDaGoat and FlorenceGirl win this game, then the match is over.
They're strong at chess. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling they're new to Crazy House, or not Crazy House, to Buck House.
Yeah. Well, I think Kareka is quite new.
Kareka said he was top 10 chess in Uganda. So
wow, they're very strong. Crazy House, but they're very, very strong. I mean, I don't know as much like Caracas, but the Nigerian demon is very strong.
Yeah, they're both sort of 2100, 2200 Crazy House. But then I think maybe Bio Miller's also good at.
He waited a while for that bishop, and the bishop really didn't do anything because Rook took immediately.
I mean, so here JNails has still got like knight at e5 and.
Oh, I like pawn there instead of knight.
Yeah, he definitely should have put the knight on g8 instead of f8. Because now he's
queen takes knight.
Too weak.
Queen takes knight and then pawn at e7. Then I would play knight takes knight here. It's a little bit dangerous, but I think he can live. I think he just slides to h1 if pawn check. Ooh, don't like that.
Really?
I guess
bishop f3 was a fantastic move. It covers b7 and now there's no counterattack.
I guess it works. I still like knight takes knight.
I think it was the way he played it. He should have taken the knight after he played bishop f3. I really like bishop at f3.
Yeah, I guess you're right because f3 did attack b7. I still don't know why he hasn't taken this knight.
Yeah, he's letting him out.
You gotta take that bishop though, right? JNails has to take that bishop.
Oh,
bishop f3.
Winning a queen.
Oh, that looked like mate.
He's given the queen.
GG's.
Queen takes bishop incoming. Just needs to play it.
Yeah. Oh,
queen at a8. Queen at a8 is mate of 1.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
He finds it.
That's game. Or that's match, I should say.
9-5.
So the final score is 9-5.
And that was the closest match of all of the semi-finals, of all of the.
And UkDaGoat has talked in the Discord before, so I imagine he will jump in for an interview. And I'm gonna type in the chat here so that we remember who won.
All right, Chuck, I'm gonna head out, but it was fun to commentate for a little bit.
Oh, you don't want to help us with the post-game interview?
You know I talk too much for an interviewer. You need to let other people do the talking.
Okay, fair enough. Well, thanks so much for commentating with us. Let's give a shout out to Swole19 here.
We gotta either do some bug house or some bridge soon. So you
Definitely.
pick a day, and I'll hop in. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. See you guys. Bye bye.
See you later.
All right.
So let's see if we can get, at the very least, UkDaGoat and hopefully some other people on here.
Looks like UK is in. Hi there.
Hello. What's up?
Cool. So congratulations on the win. You're in the finals.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Amazing job there.
How was it?
Man, today I was so laggy. It was taking like an extra second every move. Quite annoying. But yeah, I'm glad we managed to get the win though.
So there were 2 additional games that you guys could have won early in the series. That like there was one game there was maiden 1 on both boards, and I think your partner moved into maiden 1 where she was up about 2 seconds, and you could have made it on your board. And then there was,
I think she didn't realize the time on that one.
There was another one where you guys missed and you missed the mate early in the game, and then it didn't go your way after that. So
really,
so
did I miss the mate, or
I forget which of you missed it, but there was definitely a missed mate that we were all surprised about.
Yeah, today wasn't. I don't think either of us played as well as we could have, but we played well enough to get the win, though.
Yeah, you guys played fantastic, and your opponents have played just a ton of Bughouse games. Maybe we can get some fact checkers to see their total number of Bughouse games, but I see them in the random pool all the time. So I would be shocked if it was under like 10,000 for both of them.
10,000.
Yeah, I mean they've played a lot of Bughouse games. They're playing Bughouse games constantly. So the fact that you guys could beat that team is just a testament to how great you played.
Thanks, man. But I don't know. I'm not satisfied with my play today, though. I thought I could have played better.
Well,
So
it's good
JNails
to
has
always
played-
look to improve. You can check the VOD to see maybe some missed opportunities. But the main thing that, like, first of all, were you in a call with your partner, or you were just using the chess.com chat?
No, we were just using chat.
Yeah, I hope you start using a call at some point, because that's just an enormous advantage if you can utilize that.
Yeah, for sure.
So JNails has had 32,000 games on chess.com in Bughouse. So that's kind of gives you an idea.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hey, I just got here. Congratulations on your win. Well played.
Thank you.
Any big takeaways, UK?
I think for us to like be able to win next round, I think I got to be a little bit faster because I was slow today. So just got to work on that, and I'll try to hop on a call with her too for next week.
And you were watching the previous match on my Twitch stream, I believe. So were you scoping out your opponents there? Did you find any weaknesses you can exploit next week?
No, I was just watching just for fun because I was playing some games to warm up and just hopped on your stream. But yeah, Nigerian Demon was pretty strong though. He was carrying that team.
Yeah, they're
Watch out for
both strong players.
Yeah, I think Nigerian Demon has the extra Bughouse experience for sure.
So there's a
Yeah.
question in the chat. Are there any more matches today? As far as Bughouse World Championship, the two matches in the under 2000 section have already been played, and the two matches for the open section will both be played on Monday. I believe one of them will be played
after the other.
Yeah, one of them at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, we'll get the second one to push back a little bit so we can cover both of them. We'll see.
Yeah. It'll be a big step down in terms of quality of play, but hopefully they can still deliver like anywhere near as much excitement as these matches.
Yeah. So in a larger sense, there's been a lot of high house matches going on. There might be something going on right now, actually. I know Chicken was looking to play.
Bullet and Chicken are going at it.
Yeah, so we could jump over and cover that if you like once we're done with the interview here.
Yeah, I would ask more questions if I'd seen any of the games, but I just finished up with work and then I sort of skimmed through the VOD on your Twitch. Yeah, the only thing nicer than the play was the commentary. Ooh, there are some very insightful commentators.
Oh, it's great to have Firefly in the chat. He hasn't commentated much before.
So who would you say is the better chess player between you and FlorenceGirl?
I believe I'm the better chess player, but she's better at attacking and stuff. So I try to just play fast when I can and feed her attacks.
So something we noticed that FlorenceGirl does a lot is she does these. Maybe I should ask her. She does these these checks which actually hang pieces, but tempt the opponent's king to come out into the middle of the board.
And that's actually like you often see that in bullet games or bullet crazy house games as like a swindle. When like you're completely dead, you will check with like a queen or a bishop that really hangs it, but also attacks the opponent's queen. And then if they don't notice and move their king away, then you take the queen. And there were similar sorts of things here. Hanging pieces that didn't really work, but the opponent didn't notice the hung pieces.
Yeah, she was doing that just even from the early on in each game. Sometimes just sort of, it's like calling the opponent's bluff.
And it was very impressive. Like you say, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say a lot of those times, even when she dropped a little material, she ended up with some good attacks and stuff. So it ended up working out some of the time.
Oh yeah, it did. It did work out. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yo, I'm rooting for your team already. Like you hang pieces. Oh, this is my area special expertise. Oh yes, go get him.
So going into this match, I was actually surprised. I thought you guys would be downtime, because I know DontKno is especially is known for like pre-moving a lot and being just super fast. So I was.
So DontKno and JNails are both like quite
we
fast.
were downtime quite a bit. Which usually when I. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought you'd be downtime, but I didn't see you guys downtime very much at all. Like often you were uptime, and that's just a testament to how fast you are.
Well, what I noticed was like sometimes we would get downtime in the opening a little, and then eventually make it back because they were either sitting for pieces or had to think to defend or something like that. But what I was saying is like I'm used to just being uptime all the time, and today, like in the opening, I noticed we were downtime quite a bit, and some of that might have been due to lag, but also because they were really fast too.
Yep, they're very fast, very experienced duo. But congratulations on taking them down.
And UkDaGoat, did you have experience playing DontKno and JNails before in the random pool? So were you familiar sort of with their styles and
I've never seen JNails. I played a couple games against DontKno, but it's been a while though.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew they were gonna put up a fight and we'd have to like, play better to win. And yeah, they played well. They played a great match. So
I will say for the next one that you do against the African team, watch out for good prep. We got I felt like they were well prepared for our openings today. It might have been a coincidence, but keep that in mind.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, actually, in this match, I kind of struggled a lot as white, in fact, because this opening DontKno was playing. I always ended up like having to take a lot of time and find some moves because I didn't really know what was going on. As black, I thought we did. When I was black, I thought we did really well. I don't know if we lost the game when I was black, but yeah, he had me in the openings there when I was white.
It must be very difficult playing with an extra tempo. Like this can really trip up a lot of people.
Well, but that's an insight that it may not be obvious to viewers, but Bughouse players should play a lot. Realize that when you're black, your partner is white, so it can help especially if you have a partner who is a very good attacker. Often I would prefer to be black because then that unleashes my partner.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I was just sort of messing with them. Yeah, like I think like having the black pieces does like favor more defensive play styles or people are better at feeding because as you just mentioned, like your partner is going to have the white pieces and be able to attack, unless your partner is UkDaGoat, who apparently can only attack when he has the black pieces.
Yeah, bro. One thing I was gonna ask is, did y'all notice anything when I was playing white with this E6 D6 system? Like, were there any big mistakes I was making in the opening? Because it always seemed like I had a passive position as white.
Oh, good question. I'm gonna pull up your games. Let me get these.
That system can be pretty tough to crack, for sure. That's I'm gonna sit back and wait for you to attack me.
Yeah,
your opponent was playing like E6, D6, like the wolf thing.
Sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
Oh, your opponent was playing E6, D6, like the wolf thing?
Yeah. And then, like, if I just wasted some time, I would get caught with this pawn at G4. And then once I move my knight takes D4, and I get, like, pretty defensive pretty quickly.
So while we're doing this interview, I'm going to put chicken on in the background so we can...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, keep talking, guys. Chicken. Great.
I think in general against this like e6 c6, like you want to try and break in the center like as early as possible. Like I try to go like an early e5, and then just sort of play on the dark square. Yeah, like play on the dark squares. I'm trying to pull up one of your games to see if that's what you did, but you had the white pieces against e6 d6, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, I think you just kind of want to break, and then you just have a bunch of space.
So 1800 strength is saying in the chat that early e5 or d5 push is good.
Okay.
Oh wow! I
E5
said
I'm
something
always
that
kinda
happened to
scared
be right.
do because it opens up that light square bishop. But I guess maybe I have more advantages by playing it than they do.
I always play a quick e5 in that system.
All right,
I was
cool.
so scared when Chuck
prevent that
said
white square.
1800 strength. I thought 1800 strength was about to expose me for not knowing openings. He was gonna be like 1800 strength said Scary Snakes has no clue what he's talking about. You should not play it that way.
I if I were you, I would have been more worried if I said Jarl Carlander says. And then
Oh, I would have retired right here, right now. It's just, yeah. I just put up one of your games in this UkDaGoat. Like, I don't know that the bishop on b5 is ever really doing much for you in this opening. It's like he's gonna put his bishops on d7 on e7. So if you're putting the bishop on b5, you know you're not going to be pinning the knight. So it's basically like committing to taking this knight. And I feel like a lot of times, like your bishop is going to be better than that knight in this opening. So if we put it on d3 and we like push the e5 pawn, like this, or yeah, push the pawn to e5, like this is a much more useful diagonal than spinning 2 moves to get it off the board for a knight on c6 that wasn't really doing anything.
I actually in the first 2 or 3 games I started with bishop d3, but I kept hanging this d4 pawn. But I guess the point you made about playing the early e5 solves all that though.
I didn't mention this before, but yeah, maybe don't give a free pawn. But probably not a good idea in any opening line.
I did now you're just baiting GSVC and unmuting himself to talk about free pawns.
Oh no, no, not GSVC. Also, it's very hypocritical for me to ever make fun of someone for hanging a pawn because GSVC can personally attest to how many I've stolen or I've lost. Also, I'd just like to take this moment to point out that GSVC is a terrible human being and he deserves bad things to happen to him. That's all.
Brutal.
But I'm not sure if you're aware of this tainted street light. But since you're in the call, so like there is going to be a consolation match for 3rd place. Now, arguably with bigger stakes than the 1st place match because both of the top 2 teams will be getting cash prizes. We only have cash prizes for top 3 though, so the winner of your match will go home with money and the loser will go home with a deep sense of shame. So
well, I already have a deep sense of shame, so there's only it's only uphill from here.
Oh, whoa, yeah, you're like 2 steps ahead of them. They have no chance now. Like,
yeah,
because like I can personally attest, like I DontKno does not hate himself deep inside, which means like he's already lost.
So
Blunderman's asking in the chat.
Yeah, Blunderman all of a sudden went from asleep to very, very interested. He said, how much money are we talking?
Hey, that number can fluctuate depending on whether or not he agrees to give me a cut. Because I can alter the prize pool. Like we can give 3rd place more money than the 1st place finisher, but I am going to need a cut.
Somewhere between $1 million and $0, right?
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, so my understanding of the prize pool is after much discussion, you all decided to put 75% of the prize pool to the open section, 25% to the under 2000 section. I don't know if that's changed. And I'm not sure what the division is between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd within each section.
That sounds right. I don't know how numbers work, so I was not trusted with any of this. Shout out to Legion Destroyer for handling all of the prize pool. But we do keep all that information public. I just pulled it up. Yeah, so it's 25% to the under 2K and 75% to the open, like you just said. So under 2000 right now is $85 for 1st, $51 for 2nd, and $34 for 3rd. Also, to all the viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Please consider donating to help support these players for all the time that they put into this event. We're really excited for the show that they put on for us.
I had a command for this, but I forget what it is. Maybe it's like BWC donate. Let me try that. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so there's a PayPal for Bughouse World Champ. You can send money there for the prize pool.
Blunderman's asking in chat, 32 split. He's getting serious now.
Yeah, I do have a story about this. I've played in many Bughouse events that had entry fees, and one of them so every year in New Jersey at the Amateur Team East, they have a Bughouse tournament, and I played in that one year. I was just showing up to play for fun. I didn't have a partner handy, but Silent Scope was there, and he was planning to partner with P. Minier. But P. Minier decided to get into a long end game in his chess game, and he had weird priorities where he prioritized the chess over the Bughouse, so he didn't just resign his chess game.
What is wrong with him?
Yeah, so it's really weird, but it was to my benefit because I picked up Silent Scope as a partner, and we came into the tournament as like one of like the clear favorites. But unfortunately, Chicken Cross Road was also in that tournament, so it was a tough team to beat, and we actually didn't even get to go against Chicken Cross Road because we played two FMs who were very strong, and they got up enough time that Silent Scope had made him won one game, and I just got chessed. So we ended up losing one game. So we ended up splitting a second place prize. But there was an entry fee of something like $20. We won $45. I paid the entry fee for my team. We get back $45. So then I handed my partner $20, and I took $25. And then he looked at me and he's like, "How come you get the 25 and I get the 20?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why don't you think about it?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I just left at that point. And then like 2 weeks later, he messages me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you paid the entry fee. I forgot about that."
For Blunderman, who's still listening, you didn't pay the entry fee. Sorry.
Hey, in a way, I paid the entry fee for everyone, which means I should get all of the prize funds.
True.
Anyone disagrees.
When I won money in the Berlin tournament, partnered to 11 but the same sort of thing happened where I paid the entry fee and then I gave him like part of the money. So I just play Bughouse for fun. I don't really care much about the money, but I always end up paying the entry fee somehow.
I like to think that Blunderman's in chat's like, "What do you mean Bughouse for fun? Like winning money is fun. What are you talking about?" It's the most fun thing I can think of.
There's definitely people who play for money. I remember talking to Xshine years ago. Xshine is he doesn't play that much anymore on chess.com, but he played a ton of Bughouse on Fix. And when he was in university, he would come to his college chess club very rarely, like just to play Bughouse. But he eventually got pretty good at Blitz. So every like month or so, they would have a Blitz tournament, and he would show up to the Blitz tournament, and he would just win it. So he'd show up once a month, take all their money, and then not show up for another month. And they were all angry because they wanted to play for fun, but he would only show up to take their money.
And it must be nice to be good at chess. Oh, by the way, speaking of the great 11, he was active on chess.com last night.
Yeah, he was looking for a match last night. Did he find a match? Did he play?
Yeah, he played with it was him and Relapse against Blitzbullet and Burritos, I think. And there was talk of some high house today with 11. So I'm very hyped for this. And
it's good to see him active in the house Discord server. That's where he asked for a match. So good to see more and more people there.
Yo, Chuck, give us a history lesson. Like, who are the legends that we don't even know about because they don't play anymore? Like, who are the 11 caliber players that we don't see on chess?
Ganesh was quite good, and he kind of stopped playing right when I started playing. Like I saw him at one Bughouse Gathering, and then he kind of ceased to exist. I don't know if Firefly is still in the call, but Firefly is
I'm
muted.
here.
So, yeah,
I play with Gaze about once a year, still over the board.
yeah. Firefly
He's
told
still
me.
really good.
Firefly told me a story about a Bughouse tournament he went to where he partnered JNails. Maybe you want to tell that story.
Yeah, it was the Swedish Bughouse Championship, and for some reason, Andrea Gneis managed to talk me into playing the Swedish Bughouse Championship with him. And I mean, no one knew who I was. Everyone knew Gneis was really good at Bughouse, of course, but the other people didn't know I was good at Bughouse. So we played. I think 32 games in the basic rounds, and then a best first to 7 win in the final. And we ended up going 33-1, losing one game to Niels SKBB and another young Swedish grandmaster. So the competition was somewhat lacking, if we describe it that way.
Well, this is a different story than Firefly told me. That I'll tell you, the version he told me was that he sat down to a game against like 2 kids, and one kid turned to another and said, "These are old men. We don't we don't have to worry too much about them. Let's save our strength for the good players." They went on to win.
That was the first round. That's true. It's like 2 12-year-old kids, talented, like 2,200 at 11, 12-year-olds who had no idea who we were. That was pretty funny, yeah.
Do you know how sobering it is to be called an old man by like 10-year-olds? Like I'm in my 20s. I feel like I'm not even that old, and I've been called an old man. These children are brutal.
Yeah, come back to me in 15 years, and you'll know the real feeling.
Oh no, I don't want the pain. It will cut me even deeper to my soul.
But yeah, you hear similar stories from Bughouse players all the time, where they will play against chess players who like don't realize who they are. Like who am I told, or actually SGS told me this story where he was at a chess tournament and he was just playing games for fun with Who Am I as his partner, and there were two international masters who, between their rounds, they sat down opposite them and said, "Hey, do you wanna play for money?" And Who Am I said, no, we're just playing for fun. And basically they got mocked and so forth, and said, why don't you want to play for money? Are you scared? Are you terrible? And finally Who Am I was just like, oh, okay, we will play for money. And they played like 4 games or so, and SGS, who is a big sack sitter, was just crushing his opponents every time, because not Firefly, Who Am I, he's really good at playing for his partner and feeding, so he would give SGS anything he wanted. And so they all thought that SGS was like this Bughouse god, and so then Who Am I whispered to SGS and said, just don't mate. You can take pieces, but don't mate. And so SGS just held back and didn't mate, and then all of a sudden Who Am I was winning every game. And after about like 10 games, like the IMs like got up like disgusted and got the money that they owed and like just like threw it on the table. And Who Am I just handed it back and said, no, it's just for fun. Thanks for watching, Hitman Hippo. Oh, Hitman Hippo is Tainted Streetlight. Cool. Thanks for watching. You should leave a follow. Anyone who's not following can follow my channel to see future Bughouse streams. And by the way, the match we're watching is kind of interesting too. The score right now is 11-4, favoring JD Bryant and Blitz Bullet. So the chicken team is behind. K Higgins 89 is retard from the old fix. This is not a slur. That is his actual handle. So he's a little bit rusty, but still good matches.
Yeah, but definitely much stronger than 2200 caliber. Like he's a crazy good player.
So yeah, do we have any more talk about the Bughouse World Championship or stories or commentary?
I don't think so. I wish I could say something more insightful about the matches, but I unfortunately missed all of them because of real life commitments, which is so sad. I hate when real life gets in the way of Bughouse. Unacceptable.
Okay, well, in that case, let me tell you what's coming up. Amusingly enough, I'm looking at the Crazy House calendar. Let me just put this up so you can all see what I'm seeing, because I see a mistake in the calendar. What is it? Schedule, BWC schedule. And then if you look forward 1 week, Monday is when the next matches are coming up. And the first match we see is Caspi wins Pure Essence versus Little Plugin Grind My Grande. That will be at 2:20 p.m. on Monday, and that is Eastern Standard Time. But that was actually coded as the under 2000 section, which I don't think is correct.
Whoa,
this is
did this?
Actually,
wow,
yeah, fire them,
definitely
fire
not
them,
me.
dock their pay.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Just.
But yeah, they're actually playing in the open section. This is the round robin portion. So it's Caspi wins in Pure Essence versus Little Plugin Grind My Grande. That should be a very interesting game. They're going to be, I think, quite an evenly matched team. I think Little Plugin Grind My Grande will definitely be the faster team, but Caspi wins and Pure Essence are very strong players. So we'll see how that turns out. And then at 3 p.m., maybe push back a little if we can get them to, so that we can cover both matches back to back rather than missing some of the next match. We'll have 12 Teen and Chicken Cross Road versus J Kid Jr. 22 and Go Go Burritos. And I think everyone favors 12 Teen Chicken in general in all of these matchups. But the question, first of all, there could be an upset for sure. And when we have the prediction market for channel points, you can bet against 12 Teen Chicken, and maybe you can bet very few channel points to win a lot. We'll see how the odds go. But Jacob Jr. and Go Go Burritos have been practicing a ton together. So they're going to be a very strong team as well, and they are both very fast. So it's going to be hard to provide any commentary at all, because these guys are just going to move lightning fast. So we can't even arrow any moves. But if we try to arrow a move, it'll be like 20 moves later. But I hope you all will join me for those matches to see commentary on Monday. So does anyone want to say anything else, or should we look for someone to raid?
No, I think we're good. Let's raid somebody up.
Okay. Does anyone have any suggestions of who to raid? Or should I check this chess streams, see who's on?
Oh, the Penguin is playing Normal House.
Oh, we have 7991 Radon is playing 4-player chess
playing variants.
So I do see one variant streamer who he's doing some 4-player chess. He's playing a variant of 4-player chess, and he's at like 30 follows. So we should try to get him more follows to get him to affiliate. I think I'm going to raid him for now. Thank you for the follow from Vendetta773. I really appreciate it. And let me give another shout out real quick to OKZH, who provided some commentary earlier today. And a shout out to Swole19, who also provided some commentary. And I look forward to seeing you all on Monday for more Bughouse World Championship action. As pointed out, the teams that played just now, we will get to see both teams because there's going to be a finals match in the under 2000 section for number 1 and number 2. But there's also going to be a match to determine 3rd place versus 4th place. So we should see both of those teams next week, probably next Saturday. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for following. Thanks everyone for commentating. And congratulations to the winners. And we're going to send you all to a 4-player chess stream. Have a great afternoon.